So last week the lovely ladies over at Alice Caroline offered to gift me some beautiful Liberty Tana Lawn sample packs. And within these there was lots of beautiful fabrics and prints, so I've picked out a few here that I think will work well for a project that I've got in mind, and in my usual style I like to do mini pieces. So let's spend 5 minutes basting some shapes, doing some sewing and just appreciating some lovely fabric. Now this video I did originally film for some of my other social media, so that's why the video orientation is the wrong way around for what you would normally see on my YouTube videos. So I am really sorry about that, but I just wanted to share this video with you. Sometimes it's really difficult flipping between the two different orientations, and yeah, it can be time consuming, so I thought I would just kill two birds with one stone and upload it here to YouTube. Regular content will resume next weekend. So I had an idea come into mind that I really wanted to do something with tiny half square triangles. Now the smallest half square triangle that I thought I could do was half an inch half square triangles. So like I said, I've picked out some of these Liberty, and then I also had these low volume scraps. They're just very off-white with a really nice subtle pattern on them, but in all honesty you really can't see the pattern because the pieces are so small, they just look like white, which I don't mind. Now I did cut my own paper pieces for this project. I have a very small number of downloads available on my Etsy shop, and this is one of them, all different sizes, not just the smalls. But yes, I do like the small shapes, and I'm using Alma's purple glue just to baste these over. And with me, I only ever baste maybe a handful at a time, and then I do the sewing, and then I do some more basting. I'm not one of those people who can sit down and baste 100 shapes at once. I really admire those type of people because I bet their sewing time is just uninterrupted, but for me, I'm just too eager. And here I'm just showing that I basted the shapes in opposite directions so that the tails don't overlap. And this is just really handy for reducing bulk on the seams, because when you're doing small pieces, the whole of the back is just essentially seams, and you'll see that at the end of the video when I flip this over. Now I have no idea how big this project will actually end up being. The majority of the times I just start these mini projects as a little bit of a challenge to myself, something to get my creative juices flowing, so to speak, or to get me out of a little bit of a sewing rut, and then I just adapt. Needless to say, I have lots of coasters that are made out of mini tiny pieces, but I'm thinking that this might be a small wall hanging. It's not going to be a big one, but it will just be for display. There's absolutely no way that this will make its way into a usable quilt. I don't have that much patience. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, it was the wonderful people over at Alice Caroline who gifted me some of this Liberty Tana Lawn fabric, but you guys know I have lots of scraps that I can also pull from. But they have offered to give some of my viewers a giveaway where you can win 4 exclusive Liberty Tana Lawn fat quarters, and they will be sent direct to you via Alice Caroline. Now we have agreed that this giveaway will run over on my TikTok channel, so I wanted to notify you that if you go over to my TikTok, you'll see this video on my TikTok again, and in that video it will give you details on how you can enter into the giveaway. So if that's something that you want to be a part of, I'll leave all of the links to that down in the description as well. Another one of my commonly asked questions is what weight of thread do I use, or what brand? I like to use either a 40 or a 60 weight polyester thread. Controversial, I know, but I just find polyester to be so much stronger. It doesn't split and it rarely tangles. So yes, and I actually use a thread that is designed for machine embroidery, because as you know, I've got a machine embroidery business, so when I first started piecing, that's just what I had on hand, and it just worked out brilliantly. I have tried to go with some cotton threads, and I just find that when they're traveling over the card inside to the paper pieces, it just causes the thread to snap and split. So I hope you all have had a wonderful weekend with some sewing time carved into it, if it's been possible for you. Here, I didn't get much sewing time yesterday, and also the back end of the week I just didn't feel like sewing that much, and this has really, like I said, got my creative juices flowing. I've only done 2 rows on this today, but it's enough. I'm fed up of doing the tiny pieces now, so I'll put it down for a couple of days. But we've got a storm at the moment, so it's really nice stitching weather, just listening to the wind outside, and it makes it really nice and cozy. So do leave me a comment down in the comments box, letting me know what you've done this weekend and what projects you're working on. And as always, I appreciate you all stopping by to view this video and all of my other videos on this channel. I really appreciate it. And I'll once again offer you my apologies that this video is filmed in the wrong format. It's just one of those things. It's difficult to film what you're doing and orient the camera to do that. But if you have any tips on how to save time doing that, if you also create content, please do drop them in the comments or send me a message. But thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care, and I'll see you over on my TikTok page.